Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Angry Duck Automotive. On the last week's video you saw that we've managed to break the Janetta up and get all the parts harvested that we need. So today we're going to have a little go about making the steering properly work on the Zephyr and build a steering column. That's the Studebaker you can hear in the background. So he's tinkering with that and it's running and driving now. I'll flip you around and you can have a quick look at that. Bit of tuning.
Yeah. Trying to get her to tick over a little bit.
Also, as you can see, he's been busy with the Chevy. Look, he's tightening up the bed sides and stuff while he's been playing here this week. I think the rear fender is off now to the body shops to get painted, so that's looking much tidier. So that's a good way on to being ready for next season already. So there we go. The old Chevy will be out and about again next year.
Something not right here.
Go in and then come back. So as you can see guys, it's Zephyr time. We're going to make a start on getting the steering rack changed and everything. Like I say, Dad's already taken it off of the other axle that we're using, so yeah, we'll film a little bit today and you see how we get on. Obviously we've got to make a new UJ, if you remember back, for the steering link. We're going to change the steering column as well, so that could be interesting because I don't know how long that's been in there. It's the original Zephyr outer column that was cut down and extended years and years ago. So yeah, happy watching. We've got a joint down here we need to undo, and then we can pull the steering column right out of its tube with a bit of luck. Little shit. that's that bolt out. Oh, small bolt, fiddly. Oh, nearly out. So we got the track rod end off, the steering column joint off. Father's done the cross member bolts. One more track rod end to pull off, and then we'll have it all out, hopefully, and the inner of the steering rack inside the car. Right, so that's the steering rack out. It was a bit of a fiddle to get that out. So now we've got to pull the column out of the column, if that makes sense. So just got to undo a little bit of decorative bandana here that covers up the nasty bit of the indicators and stuff like that. It's actually quite nice to be working on this for a change rather than stripping cars and stuff like that. Last week was a bit horrendous because obviously after I finished filming it, I absolutely hammered down the rain, so I didn't get to finish the outside of the video, so that was a shame. But so you didn't see a lot of that, but this should be a little bit different. Hoping to get quite a lot of content today, because we're going to do some making and fabrication and all sorts of fun stuff. But for a minute I need to pull this out, so I'm trying not to smash myself in the face. Oh. Okay, that's out and loose. I've just got to undo 2 bolts down there to drop it down a bit, and then I'll be able to pull that right out. Right, so 2 screws, and then I better take the indicator stalk off as well, because I don't want to break that, because I've only got one of them. Because I can't put the camera anywhere where I can, where you can see what I'm doing. You can come inside, I suppose. Come inside and have a look. Okay, there's 2 screws up under there that we need to take off. Luckily enough, I've had this off fairly recently, so I didn't really plan on having to rebuild it again quite so soon. But there we go. Yeah, police phoned me up and said, oh, you know, we haven't got any evidence, no further leads, so they've got away with it. You know, which is good. Makes you wonder what you're paying your council tax for. But there we go. I'm sure they'll catch them some other time, eventually somewhere else anyway. A bit of luck. Right. Get this out. It's covered in grease as well, which is nice. There we go. 1 steering column. Whew. Right, so what we're left with is just a bare tube now, and we're going to have to do something with that. Oh, where are you going? Come back this way. It's not tracking me anymore. Oh, so yeah, I'll flip you around and then you can see the tube. Long tube outer column that goes down through the floor. I can't remember if I welded it in at the bottom or not. It feels pretty solid, but I'm hoping we can knock it back through. So time will tell. We'll see. Right, so what we're dealing with now here is the old steering column outer tube, which is very, very stuck in the chassis. So I'm going to try and wind you in, and then you'll be able to see right back there in the corner that little bit of tube sticking down. So we're going to have to try and cut that out, but it's next to the engine and the gearbox and everything, and the exhaust is right next to it. So it's been a bit of a challenge, shall we say. So yeah, and I'll turn around a minute and we'll show you what we're trying to put in it. So there is the steering column we're going to use. So I think it's all Cortina, new rag joint and everything on it. Obviously changed the steering wheel. Faber's going to make a load of noise now with the air chisel. He's got his ear defenders on, safety first. So I won't let you listen to that because it'll be horrendous on the video. Can you reach or no? Oh, hell. This is going to get messy. It's going to be loud. I'll switch you off. You don't need to hear this. Uh-oh. Faber's got the saw out. So as you can see, it's getting dark, and we are got the column tube out. It's been a long day. We've got to do some modifications now, get the big other column in there. Only trouble is it's a bigger column shaft, so it doesn't fit between the pedals anymore. If you can see there, it just doesn't want to go in between there, so I'm going to have to modify the pedals again as well, which isn't no big deal really. So you can see we're custom making the steering column now, so I'll flip you around in a moment, you can have a look at that. Faber's on the case.
As well, I think, as guitar solos as well. So I think I'm in there with you, Keith.
Told you guys, didn't I? I did tell you. He loves his lathe. Does love his lathe. This is to make the extension for the steering column, because he isn't quite long enough to get the UJ past the chassis leg to clear. So we've got to be a bit finicky with that and put it where it needs to be. Well, as you can see, it's dark o'clock, so my next job is to put some wheels on this so that we can push it out of the garage for the night and continue with the job. So Dad's custom making a steering column at the moment, so he's got the lathe going, which we all know he loves the lathe, doesn't he? So he's turning everything down with the lathe to make sure it's all going to be perfect and run smooth, and we don't have no problems. So that's bloody good, isn't it? Bloody lovely. Oh, wheels! Put the wheels on, put the wheels on, put the wheels on. Tidy up time. Yeah. Oh, they're a lot easier to do than the other wheels, aren't they? Really going to do a finger tight because we'll have them off again tomorrow to set the tracking and everything up. But to be fair, it doesn't look like it's too far out. We've left the track one ends loose, so we can adjust it anyway. This is literally to roll it out for the night. Yeah. Mr. Duck. Safety first. Whew. So just going to pop it outside, and then 12 hours for me, about 20 seconds for you, and we'll see you in the morning. So it's morning, there we go, next day. So we got some column made up, and we got the car in. It's raining outside, so we've got it half in, half out. Father's on the lathe again. He's making the steering wheel boss for the new column. He's been busy this morning and welded the end on, extended that. So yeah, I'll turn you around and you can see what we're dealing with now in the car. We've got to make the pedals wide enough for the column to go down through. So we've got to make those pedals wider so that the column can go down between them, and we've got to make a nice hole in the floor for it to seal up with. But we are getting there, we are making progress. So fingers crossed it should be finished today. So there we are, that's the column in. So we have to move the brake pedal, the clutch pedal over a little bit now. But the column is mounted to the dashboard this end, and there's a little sleeve in the floor for a bottom stabiliser that I've got to tack in place in a bit. Steering wheel's on and fitted in a good position. So all we've got to do now is make the rag link and the steering column to steering rack link, and we are on the way. So yeah, we are completely done with this steering angle thing. I'll see if I can zoom you guys in so you can see what we made. Not really. So that's a new tube coming down, and it runs down into a nice UJ. All brand new, remanufactured stuff. So that's job done. You can't really see. I'll take you underneath and you can have a look. Okay, so you can see the new rag joint there on, steering rack's in, and that's a new link bar that we've made, and the new top UJ as well. Hi guys, so we're going to carry on the video. It's been a couple of days. Obviously I've lost my beard, and amongst other things, but the weather's cracking today, so we're going to finish off the steering setup on the Zephyr. So I'll flip you around in a minute and you can see that we have put it on the highly sophisticated tracking rack that we've got here at Angry Duck, and we're gonna see if we can set that up some sort of resemblance of good tracking, and then finish off some other little bits and pieces. So as you can see, we've got the front wheels off, but we have got the weight of the vehicle suspension on stands, and then we've got these straight bars that bolt flat to the hubs, and this only works if they actually do bolt flat to the hubs. And then what we're going to do is we're going to measure the distance between the bars front and back with the tape, and then adjust them so that they're probably a 1/16 of an inch tracking inwards, and that should be fairly good kind of base setting for the tracking, so at least we can drive it you know, around and to and fro where it needs to go to have anything else done to it properly aligned and stuff. But that'll get us set up for a minute, so I'll leave you on a tripod, and you know, happy watching. Where have I put the tape measure? Tape measure. So that is 147 centimeters. Do 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 do. So this is the setup we got. We got a tape measure in the front, and then we got a tape measure in the back. I don't know if you can see the measurement there, but we are 59, just under 59 inches in the back, and we are 58 inches in the front, bang on. So we got a problem there, haven't we? We need to wind the steering rack out a little bit, make it longer. So we just got some little collars to wind out, the track rods, and then hopefully we'll keep checking the measurements, and it'll come right in the end. So yeah, falling over the wheel. We're going to do that now.
Do both sides or just one?
Yeah, both. I don't actually know if I'm going the right way.
Yeah. Come out, you come out, babe. So what do you want to make it then?
I'm not sure yet. Just equal them up and then adjust from there, I think. That boot's too tight.
Well, you move back a quarter inch.
Have I?
Yeah.
Well, by the time I move this side quarter inch as well, we should be something like it. I might need a new zip tie for that. Ow! I chopped my own finger off. Okay. Is that winding out or in?
Winding in. What was your measurement on there?
It was 58 on the front and 59 on the back, pretty much.
Well, he's on the back, he's 58 and a half.
Yeah, that's right, we're going the right way.
Aye.
We're going the right way. Not sure if that's fucking winding
Yeah,
it.
the front's coming in. You're 58. Coming up for 58 and a half on the front.
So that should be back parallel then, shouldn't it? Yeah, 58 and a half. What we like on the back? 58 and a half, bang on. So, and you reckon what, an 1/8 of an inch?
No, not even.
16th of an inch. I think we're probably that anyway. Because he is literally just under half there. Or he's bang on half there. And he's bang on half there. So if I give it another...
That's English settings, which I can't imagine is that.
No. Geometry's geometry, isn't it? So if I give that one another little half turn. I need to go shorter. I'll come back a little bit now.
Doing 2 divisions over 58 and a half there.
So that is a 16th of an inch under half, and that is half bang on.
That's what you want, isn't it?
That's what we want. Oh, that's what we want. We've measured it. We've got, so we just towed them in a little tiny bit, probably 16th, 8th of an inch, something like that. So that'd be good enough to get it to a proper tracking shop. So yeah, I do another little job ticked off. Just got to tighten up the lock nuts and job done. So right, we got the tracking pretty much set up. We got the wheels back on it again. That's back on the ground. So we got one more little job to do, and that is to repair the bit where the column goes down through the floor in the new stay tube. So yeah, and that'll be job done. So we are getting there. I mean, I know it's been a little while going, but we've had rain and all sorts of stuff going on, so it's been a bit slow going this week. But I'll flip you around. You can see the hole in the floor. I'm just going to clean it up with a power file a bit, and then so that I can put a weld around it and sort of make it good again. So as you can see there, that's what we're dealing with. Down behind the wiring, there's a little hole in the floor, and the metal tube that goes through that holds the bottom of the steering column in. So I've got to put a nice weld around that, and build up a little bit down the bottom where the old saw went a bit crazy. And the pedals are now modified so that they clear the steering column. I might adjust the clutch pedal a little bit more to bring it back over. I need to put another bend in it, but at the moment it's functional. So you know, that's a job for future duck. So that's just cleaned a bit of the excess paint off, and basically I'm just going to tack it a little bit together and try and bridge up a couple of the gaps. But it's fairly close all the way around apart from the bottom, so I might weld it 3/4 of the way and then put a little patch on the bottom, but we'll see how it turns out. Time to weld the little plate in the floor. What I picked something up this week. This is a Power Weld auto darkening welding helmet. You can see it's giving it some beans on the old screen there, reacting. But yeah, this was a little bargain I got off of JS Welding Supplies. Yeah, really nice helmet. So I haven't had really much chance to use it yet. I think Faber's had a go on it. He's quite impressed. So we're gonna try that out and see what that's like. Bear with, I'll let you know. Yeah. So we have to run and get the old fire extinguisher, put an airline on it because I don't think I can blow that well anymore. So yeah, I'm just going to continue around like that for a bit, and then we'll be all done. There we go, guys. It ain't pretty by any stretch of the imagination, but it's going to get covered up with like seam sealer and carpet and stuff anyway. It is welded. It's just a bit dirty and a bit painty and a bit awkward to get at. It is what it is, but it in the pub, no one's going to visit it, so it'll do the job for what we need. So yeah, there we go. Probably finish this video for this week. If you're still here, thanks for watching as usual. Big shout out to all the new subscribers this week. Thank you very much for that. It means a real lot. I don't know what we're going to be doing for next week. Maybe do some body work or something like that. I don't know. See what the weather and stuff like that does during the week. But yeah, again, thanks for watching. Tune in next week to find out what we get up to. I don't even know yet, so it'll be a surprise whichever way. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you can't be good, be careful. On the next one, see ya.